on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description. Keep an eye out for a young man dressed in plain blues and greens. He is heavily armored from head to foot. Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed. This man is very dangerous. Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
The Scourge of the South. I wonder how many people I'd have to steal from to get a name like that. With that description, they'll never find you.
I'm not scared of the Lotus Assassins, but I still wouldn't want...
The Scourge of the South has destroyed whole villages in the South. Many innocents have suffered at the hands of the Scourge.
These bounties won't collect themselves. Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum? I was told that there were some new warriors in town looking for work, though none of them matched your description. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories. Criminals with lucrative bounties on their heads. I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work? These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
This could be an entertaining diversion, and a good way to earn some extra silver.
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you. Do you people have some sort of code that requires each one of you to bargain about this sort of thing? I do enjoy going through this dance with each new contract. You've made your point. I'll add an extra percentage to both bounties and find some way to justify the extra cost to the Ministry of Harmony. A wise decision. The two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukong. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis. Creative Yukong has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukong bilked. She's in the Imperial arena. Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she'd escaped to the necropolis. As I said, she confined them to the poor districts. She would have been impossible to catch in that rat's nest. More frankly, there isn't enough money to make it worth my effort. The gates between here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. There's nothing particular about the scene of the crime, just ash. As I said, she confined them to the poor districts. She would have been impossible to catch in that rat's nest. More frankly, there isn't enough money to make it worth my effort. Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukong is a master of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city. Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial arena if we needed her. You could start there. She knows the details of the theft better than I. Lord Rento was reluctant to discuss them. Yukong could be anywhere or anyone, and Lady Rento is the only lead we have. Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
Out of sheer spite, the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantonly destroying our very own heritage. The Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them in their occupation of our once pristine forests in the south.
I've missed the city. For everything wrong with the Empire right now, this place reminds me of what we're trying to save.
A group of river-faring businessmen have been attacked and forced to flee. Nobody is safe from this criminal.
Time to bloody my axes.
His own master died at his hands, and he had fellow students kidnapped and tortured just because they didn't agree with him. If you think you've seen this person, you must report it to the authorities at once. It is your duty.
What? Well, the city has everything you could ever want. Oh, well, women! Whatever.
That's why my men brought you to me. I wanted to finish this personally.
But I...
Don't even try to make this better. You should have won that fight, Zhang, but you suddenly developed that blind spot, didn't you? Did the glint of silver get in your eye?
Joe, honestly, I...
You needed something for to witness one?
Yes, I need to speak with you in private. It seems Warrior Zhang has decided to retire.
I'm finished here. If you're here to fight, do what they tell you. You couldn't see for yourself? I was just retired from the Imperial Arena. Guess my spot in the roster is yours if you want it. Go find Kui the promoter if you think you can fill my shoes. He's always upstairs in the third room over or so, and looking for new blood. I'm taking what I have left from my winnings and leaving.
You? What could you possibly want? You're not here to bet, are you? Betting's only open when there's a match on, and right now, I don't see hundreds of people screaming at me, so I can assume there's no match on. When Kui the promoter gets around to setting one up, go bother him if you really have to know this instant. Of course, he'll take one look at you and say, there's a new fish to throw into the ring. Good money if you fight for him, but that's your business and no care of mine. If you want to find Kui, he'll be upstairs, usually in the fighter's room, just past where the nobles marinate in their own decadence. Right now, it doesn't. No match, no bets. That's not so hard, is it? And don't ask how it works when a match is on. I'm not your teacher. Come to think of it, you look a bit strapping. Why not fight instead of talking to me? Kui the promoter's your man if you're interested. He'll be upstairs a few rooms around the circle. When Kui the promoter gets around to setting one up, Go bother him if you really have to know this instant. Of course, he'll take one look at you and say, if you want to find Kui... Good, you do that. I need all the quiet I can get before the matches start. Have to build it up so I don't go insane when the crowds come.
Welcome! It's always good to see a new face at the counter. If you've got silver to spend, I'll be happy to help you out. I'm known as Thunderous Tauren, and you are my most honored customer right now, so you have all of my attention. You look like a warrior to my eye, probably not fit for the odds and sods the usual patrons might pick up. The man to see is named Kui the Promoter. He knows everything there is to know about this place. Might even be looking for a new body to fill out the roster. This could be your chance. If you're interested, he's usually up in his office, up and around to the back. Stop by again. Miniature Ravager hoods for the kids are coming in any day now. You know you'll want two.
Move along, nothing to see here. My question is, what am I supposed to do if one of the fighters goes berserk?
Ukir okir wo napyair ukir sotiwi. Nano wo nawaf tata sini here uk uno. Wo nawair sun ponao pok narawair uk. Nik sair sun ponao tatasi. Si sairi furkt wa sair napsan gir uk sairnan. Wo nawair sun ponao. Ukair otonoair ni sun ponao. Sir sun kut. Po was a so yeah.
They'd have to bring a hell of a lot of men.
Si sairi furkt wa sair napsan gir uk sairnan. Wo nawair sun ponao. Si sairi furkt wa sair napsan gir uk sairnan. Po was a so yeah. Ukair otonoair ni sun pono sir sun kut. Nano wo nawaf tata sini here uk uno. Nano wo nawaf tata sini here uk uno. Ukir okir wo napyair uk wo ipsoko anir sun siir of you know. Sair an nikufunir aknat nir sair pika. Ayir funit.
Either grab a table or ask the tavern keeper directly if you want to order.
How dare you interrupt me? If you must know, I, Lustful Lao, conqueror of the female kingdom, was emanating my yang. It is but one of my many irresistible charms. You don't see my brimming knowledge of the 232 points of pleasure as documented by Menshi Tsao, the salacious scholar? Or that I perform the stretches outlined in the writings of the now disbanded lascivious order of the abbotless monks every morning? If even these simple things are beyond your ken, sir, then Lustful Lao has no time to spare on you.
A dash of this, pinch of that. I need a dollop of something.
We're always out of tamarind.
I should be getting home to see my wife. Oh well, one more bowl for the road.
Dowshin's game is the best in the city.
I should go home, but I really want to watch the next fight.
Whoa, back up a bit there. Judge Fang doesn't like people blocking his view of the arena. Yeah, you might make him miss out on seeing someone get their nose broken, or their leg, or even their skull. He was just saying that there hasn't been a good skull fracture for at least a week. It's put him in a foul mood. I wouldn't call him sick and twisted. That's an insult to sick and twisted people everywhere. Fang's on a whole other level. I never used to believe the stories, but now that I'm working for him, I can honestly say he's the most degenerate and perverted man in the whole empire. But he pays well, very well. Enough so that we pretend not to see what's going on, though I still feel bad for Breezes sometimes. Gentle Breezes, she's Fang's, concubine. She's over in the next room with the common folk. Fang doesn't like to be seen with her in public. He, doesn't mind her getting up close and personal when they're in private, though. The things she does for him. Not without an appointment, and his schedule's full for the next month. All the ministers are coming in from the outlying towns to make their reports. If he's not meeting with a minister, he's relaxing here, hoping to see somebody beaten to a quivering pulp in the ring, or maybe torn apart by one of the animals. Yeah, that or he's taking a break with Breezes. Poor girl. No amount of silver is worth what she does for him. Forget it. I won't go into details about what Fang did to the last guard he caught taking bribes, but restraints, starving dogs, and gravy on certain parts of the body were involved. Fang watched the whole thing, laughing all the while, and when it was done, he went upstairs with Breezes for a little relaxation. Poor girl. Good idea. Come back next month. Fang might be taking appointments by then.
Sorry, big boy. I'm not open for business. Judge Fang's got me on his payroll, and he doesn't like me taking customers on the side. Unless you're into something twisted, then he might want to watch. Fang's always looking for some new perversion to make his little soldier stand at attention. My name is Gentle Breezes, but everyone just calls me Breezes now. I guess you lose your gentle side when you spend too many nights with Judge Fang. Fang's my benefactor, if you know what I mean. I do all the things that make him happy. Filthy, nasty things. But at least that sick bastard pays well. Judge Fang's the head of the Ministry of Harmony. He's sitting in the next room with his guards. Likes to come and watch the arena fights. The blood and the beatings in the ring get his fever burning for later. Sometimes that bastard takes it out on me. Other times he makes me take it out on him. He doesn't seem to care either way. There are few things more twisted than Judge Fang's idea of a fun night. I hate him. He's a vile, repulsive deviant. He likes to hurt. When things are bad, a man like that leaves scars, emotional and physical. Look, I've been around. I know people do strange and disturbing things behind locked doors. But nothing like this. There's no act too brutal or shameful for Judge Fang. He's into all sorts of things, and he's no stranger to pain. I know that all too well. I've thought about quitting. Every night. But I heard what happened to the last girl who tried to leave Fang. He's not the kind of man you just walk away from. He sees me as a possession. His possession. He's not just going to let me go. He's got the wealth and power to find me wherever I run. I'm stuck with Judge Fang until he's tired of me. I've come to accept that. It's a hard, grim fact, but at least he pays well. Fang's head of the Ministry of Harmony, so he controls taxes and executions across the Empire. That makes him a very rich and powerful man. Even the Lotus Assassins are wary of Judge Fang, probably because they know he's just as vile and corrupt as they are. All the rumors about him are true. He's the most infamous degenerate in the Imperial City. And I work for him. Good. Let me rest. I've got a feeling I'm in for a long night tonight.
Intolerable. One more mistake, Kui, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem.
But...
Enough! Find a solution and leave me alone.
This is not an appropriate time to... Wait a moment. You have the look of a fighter about you. Those hands, that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere. You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Cho and I were just discussing how this place needs an M-fusion of new blood?
This place can chew you up and spit you out. Or so I'm told. The drinks are the best in the Empire, though.
Come with me a moment, and we'll engagitate in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make. This is turning out to be an excellent day, most ostentatious indeed. I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp. Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language. Strong build, good shoulders, not half bad looking either. You've got what it takes to make it in today's arena. The question is, can you fight? Are you worthy of the arena? I say the answer is a clarion and resounding yes. I may not have heard your name before, but you walk like one who has seen many battles. You are indeed mysterious, stranger. What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits. Do you have any idea how much paperwork I have to do when a contestant of the Empire's finest tournament dies? Wards and spells have protected fighters in this place since its construction. It's been easily 20 years since they failed. It was a dark day. My predecessor lost several good men when the spells failed during an event he'd ironically dubbed the Feast of the Ogres. I'm no sorcerer, but I suppose it could happen. Still, any magically inclined person would notice something like that. Even if someone removed them, the protections would reweave themselves automatically in time. They've done so before. You will face the flashing blade of Crimson Kana, the stern resolve of Iron Soldier, and the, troublesome Triviriate of the Sung Brothers. If you defeat these veterans, you will face the Ravager, our newest champion, who tore his way through the divisions to replace the now-retired Raging Ox. Go ask them yourselves if you want to know more. Hapless Hans faced more than a few of them, too, if you want his perspications. Here you fight for silver. Glory is yours for the taking if you value it. The rewards start small, but in the gold division, you could easily retire on your winnings. In fact, our last champion, Raging Ox, did just that. Suddenly up and left to enjoy his winnings, clearing the way for the Ravager to take his place. You'll start low and advance on my say-so, but I can already tell you're going to expel in this place. You'll not languish in the qualifiers for long. That's the spirit of the thing. Now, what name precedes you in your travels? I've heard that one before. Have you any idea how many board students peramputate down here from the Scholar's Garden? Think of something that would sound engaging, ringing down from the rafters. That's how we'll bill you. Silver Phoenix. Silver Phoenix. Conjures up quite an image. Are you certain? Then that is what you shall have. Come and tell me when you're ready for a fight, and I'll get you started. Since you're new, you'll start in the qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there. Any other questions? One other thing. You should talk to the other fighters now and then. They will be watching you, and you should get to know them as well.
We're all one big happy family.
You're a big, happy idiot, Han.
As you can see, they always have something to say. I must say, I'm disappointed. You're ready to start your career, but you walk away. Insuspicious beginnings, my friend.
Hello there. I'm Han, though fans and, well, everyone else call me Hapless Han. It's not such a bad thing. Fighting in the lower divisions means I never run afoul of the Ravager. Our current champion has nearly killed his last two opponents. See, I look on the bright side of things. Even if my losses make people call me hapless, are numbers really that important? In my mind, it's trying your best that counts. You know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Things aren't exactly glamorous here in the qualifying round, are they? Now, what can I do for you? You have something on your mind? I'm happy to help. It's always good to know who's competing at the higher levels. You're looking to the future. I know a little about Soldier, if you want to hear my take on him. But we could also talk about Kana, if you're curious about her. My father is a smith of great renown, and he always wanted me to follow in his footsteps, but I couldn't. My blades would be brittle, and even simple ironwork would be clunky. Eventually, I had to leave home. My father is no longer my father. More precisely, I'm no longer a son in his eyes. I wasn't sure what to do after being cast from my home, but coming east to the city made sense. I was never properly trained. I've learned what I have from watching the fights here, practicing hard and staying focused. That's my story. One day I'll make it here, and my father will have to be proud of me. This is my chance to be someone great, and I'm sticking to it. He's one of the most experienced fighters here, but he's hardly a mentor. He's boastful, insulting, and a general pain. The fans love to hate him, though. He is an exceptional fighter. Years of military training will do that to you. He's currently the champion of Silver Division, which tells you something about his skills. That's all I can think of regarding Soldier. He keeps to himself most of the time.
You two sound like a pair of old crones talking about their neighbors. Everything you need to know about me is right over here.
I really respect Kana. She's undefeated, did you know? Made it all the way to Bronze Division champion without a loss. I know she's from the prosperous East, but for an Easterner, she's very reserved. Easily the most disciplined of us all. She's going to teach her style to the first person who can best her in the arena. People have been really excited about that because her sword is so deadly. Right you are. Take care.
You look a shade better than the usual cowardly dogs we get through here. Just a shade, though. So you've earned the right to talk to me. Lucky you. Iron Soldier's the name, though everyone just calls me Soldier. You may as well do the same. If I waste time talking to you, it's because I can respect that you're prepared to lose terribly in the arena. Given half the chance, yes. If you can't handle it, you don't need to talk to me. There's some people who call the way I operate walking the low path, but they're fools. Talking about the low path is an attempt to deride the philosophy of those of us who see the truth. There's no real altruists in this world, just people who explain their actions with reasons that are easily palatable to the masses. I refuse to kowtow to those kind of lies. I'm a warrior. People either challenge me and grow stronger, or run away like weaklings. Like I care. It's in my nature to rail against simpering fools, and by being true to the discord I cause, I'm made that much stronger. That's all there is to it. I'm not here to hash this over with you. If you want that, go bother the scholars or one of those saps in the Black Leopard School on the hill. Haven't you figured it out yet? I don't like you. You're nothing more than a worm, and I don't talk to worms. Now go on and leave me alone. We've got nothing to talk about. Good. Go bother someone else.
Wuwuwir wakwakir fonir sisa ukopkipo kusu ukut. Kwanak apiyir, kwanaruk tatisiyir si usta. Utarawi ir, kupkitir sanir naur kurk, wu. Yawar ir, wu swair susu no. Utarawi ir, kupkitir sanir naur kurk, wu pan. Kop awuka inir, wu afawafi ithaturo turo uk. The kawa ir ap wu ofir wo wir wak fonui unka. Utarawi ir, kupkitir sanir naur kurk, wu pan. Wu yo ir, naur ir kunurk nuka uk, kin piir ukir ifu ir wu. Nararir uk u yori. Nara ir uk napir sonkut, usat dir tatasiir uyu. Riawar ir, wo swair susunino. Kop awuka inir, wo afawafi ithaturo turo uk. Pir ko inir rikino. Kop awuka inir, wo afawafi ithaturo turo uk.
Fascinating. How very interesting to meet you. Fate may have robbed me of my sight at a young age, but I can still sense the energy within your meridians, impressive and yet somewhat strange. I don't know what it is about you exactly, but I would say you have been trained like no other warrior in this place. What I do know is that several of the techniques pioneered by what we call the new schools would have astonishing effects on one with your energy. Allow me a formal introduction. I am Dr. An, acupuncturist. You are one of the arena's contestants, are you not? I hear talk that you are one of the most promising new contenders. But I should not prattle on at you. What do you need from me? Of course, have a look.
If you want to talk, Brother Bo is better at it than I am.
The brothers Sung greet our fellow combatant warmly. I am Sung Bo, this is my little brother Boo, and my older brother Sui.
Do not bother me. Introductions merely clutter the mind.
I don't think they was bothering you, Sui. It's Bo being talked to.
Do not worry too much about us, though. There are many fights between you and the Sung brothers, but we shall humor your questions. You'll only deal with the lower ranks at this point. Bother us about fighters when you advance to a respectable level. Oh yes, we shall see you around. Of that you can be sure.
Leave me be. I am contemplating.